Live from the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, FATV presents coverage of Hockey Night in Fitchburg. And today, we're going to find out how hard is it to beat a team 3 times in a season as Littleton Bromfield and Fitchburg Monty face off for the 3rd time this season. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Bolak, happy to have you along with us here today. It will be an interesting game. To think, if we had done everything as was scheduled this season, if there weren't any games added, if there weren't any games postponed or anything, this would have been the season finale between these two teams. But instead, their seasons will continue on even after today as these two teams play for the 3rd time this season. Littleton Bromfield coming in today 3-6-1 on the campaign. They are coming off a 5-1 loss on Monday to the best team in pod number 2 in Grand Dunstable. Dylan Larkin got an unassisted goal in the last 5 of that game to break up the shutout for Ryan Moskrop, while Luke Beretta made 30 saves in the contest. Easily a season high for the freshman netminder, who'd gotten his 4th straight start for the Tigers. Aiden Leduc has been unavailable the last several games, and so Littleton Bromfield down to 2 freshmen in goal between Luke Beretta and Charles Becker. They've been going with Beretta the last 4 games. His numbers: goals against in the mid-350s, save percentage, he's going to be looking to get that up, currently sitting just around 800. We'll talk a little more about Fitchburg Monty after the lineups and anthem, but for now, we'll let you listen in to public address announcer Jim LaPointe.
Tigers. Starting lineups for the Raiders: right wing number 22, Sam Jaramillo; center number 8, Cooper Hall; left wing number 20, Colin Hines; defense number 24, Peter Stevens; defense number 21, Wyatt Peters; and in goal, number 30, Spencer McCrillis. Head coach is Steve Lowney. For the Tigers in goal, number 1, Luke Beretta; at right wing, number 7, Aaron King; left wing, number 27, Derek Peterson; center, number 20, Tim Kelleher; defense, number 15, Kevin Beretta; and defense, number 47, Evan Picos. Head coach for the Tigers is Kevin Lazat. At this time, let us honor our nation and the flag with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Getting ready for puck drop. Just a little delayed here between Littleton Bromfield and Fitchburg Monty. We were told that the Tigers had a bit of trouble getting here today, but they're here now. They're ready to play hockey, and the Red Raiders looking for their 8th victory of the season and looking to beat Littleton Bromfield for the 3rd time this season. There's Spencer McCrillis, will get the nod. His 11th start, 7-2-1 record, 3 shutouts, a 160 goals against and a 929 save percentage this season for the senior netminder. Littleton Bromfield will be in the home white uniforms with gold numbers and gold and blue stripes. They'll go left to right in this contest. Fitchburg Monty is the road team for this game. They'll be in the crimson red uniforms with white numbering and trim. They'll go right to left in this contest. As the Raiders win the draw, Peter Stevens to Wyatt Peters, now Colin Hines. Tries that pass up ice. That got broken up there by Evan Picos. Now Littleton Bromfield trying to take it there from Tim Kelleher. Moving around to the far side, hops over the stick of Aaron King. Knocked up in the air on the ice now. Back into the neutral zone, Wyatt Peters will throw it into the zone. Go just wide of Beretta. And on the far side, here's Kelleher again. Tim Kelleher into the zone. Doesn't like the numbers, he'll double back. Drop for Picos, takes the shot. Offline to the left. This will be picked up by Peters on the far side boards. Backhanded out of the zone briefly, knocked back in by Kevin Beretta, older brother of Luke. Kevin's a senior defenseman, Luke a freshman goaltender. With a minute gone now in this contest. Here's Hines, lost a bit of a handle on it. Looking to dig it out on the near side. Cooper Hall nudges up for Sam Jaramillo. Jaramillo gets a shot. That's blocked off of Ryan Johnson of Littleton Bromfield. Raiders will recover on the far side from Robert Brogan. Will throw it up ice for Riley LeBlanc. Now feeds for Max Bolak. Bolak in the zone, gets a shot off. I think Beretta may have gotten a piece of that one. I think it went off the paddle there. You can hear the clack there. Here's Zach Robillard for the Raiders. Back in his own end for Bolak in front of the scorer's table. Now battling forward at the red line, pushed forward into the zone for a brief moment by Tyler Edwards. Red Raiders pushing it up. And Tyler Coro will throw it along the boards. Now try to find Coro again. Brogan gets the puck, sent to the boards by Ryan Johnson, as Ryan Johnson will play it along. That makes perfect sense. There are players on both teams named Ryan Johnson. 4 for the Tigers and number 17 for the Red Raiders. Now the puck makes its way into the neutral zone. Blue line to blue line it goes. Tigers' Ryan Johnson will dump it in into the right wing corner where Brogan will retrieve for the Raiders. Try to throw it along the board. Sam Dunn got in the way of that. Now thrown in front by Ryan Lockin, but not much going there for the Tigers. And here's Brogan with the rush up the near side boards. He's bodied in there by Ryan Johnson of Littleton Bromfield as the puck makes its way around to the far side. Tyler Brassard gets a touch on that. Now Lucas Wiebe in the left wing circle. Tries to push to the left point. Out of the reach of Brassard. Now back to the neutral zone where Jacob Pruno will backhand it back into the Tigers' end. 19:28 to go in the first half. No score. The Raiders with the only shot. Throw it around the boards to the far side. Aaron King will pick it up on the left half boards. Pruno will knock it along the boards to the far, from the far to the near. And Pruno will take it back now in the neutral zone. Closed off the puck there as Tim Kelleher laying out there for the Tigers. Pass into the right wing corner for Kevin Beretta. And off the boards to the red line. Where Jaramillo will take it for the Raiders. Push it to the near side for Hines. Dispossessed by Kelleher, 20 on 20 there. And now Colin Hines has it back for the Raiders. The touch pass there, tries to feed Hines back, but the pass goes behind him. He'll be able to double back and regroup, take that. Jaramillo behind the net, pops into the slot. Raiders can't find a shooting lane. Now they get a shot off, saved by Beretta. The shot taken by Peter Stevens. The right wing corner, Kevin Beretta laying out the boom there in the corner as the Tigers will try to bring it up ice. William Murphy on the right side. With a nudge, will send Cooper Hall into the boards. Here's Hines, now finds Hall. We'll try to backhand it up ice, try to kill a little bit of time while they change lines, but now a 2-on-2 developing for Littleton Bromfield. The Raiders defense and Peters and Stevens getting back well enough to prevent them from getting a clean shot. Here's Murphy with the shot looking for the tip there in front. As Tyler Edwards swung his stick but came up with nothing. A centering pass into the slot deflects out to the point. And the Raiders will take it from Max Bolak. He'll skate it up ice, up the right side, trying to use his speed. And it'll be knocked along to the near side boards. Can't be held by Robillard. But covering will be Riley LeBlanc, who will send it back behind the net in the Tigers' end. 17:20 to go in the first half, no score. between Fitchburg, Monty and Littleton Bromfield. There's a lot of players trying to dig that one out. They're keeping just enough distance that they'll play on. Clearing attempt taken down in front. Now a chance. Max Bolak on his backhand. Throwing towards goal. Pressured from behind and while falling down, but Luke Beretta able to come away with the save. Now throwing up ice on the far side, and this is Dylan Lockin, leading goal scorer for the Tigers. He's got 7 goals this season for the blue and gold. On the near side, it'll be Ryan Lockin trying to play that along number 44. Can't get a clean centering pass off. Bolak will nudge it along around the boards. Ryan McNulty keeping it in for a moment, but second effort will clear the zone. And Littleton Bromfield gets some fresh legs on the ice as they'll dump in. Zach Robillard, the first to arrive for the Red Raiders, will bring it out to the far side. Pushed into the boards. As the Raiders, from behind their own net, will have the puck. Into the right wing corner goes Max Bolak. He'll throw it around. Riley LeBlanc trying to get a pass for Ryan Johnson. Not much there now. The check's shaken off there. No icing with the pressure there. And the Tigers trying to push it out of the zone. Not having much success doing so. Puck back behind their own net on the near side for Edwards. Edwards gets the pass off for Sam Dunn. To the right circle, gets the shot. Pad saved by McCrillis. That's his first save of the contest. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Weeby gets a touch there, but dumped right back in by Littleton Bromfield. 15:28 to go in the first half of play. Still no score. And back out to the neutral zone as Evan Picos. The touch there for Tim Kelleher. Raiders with solid passing will bring it out of the zone. Here's Cooper Hall. Trying to shake off the Tiger there. In Edwards. Lead to a dump in. As it came out of the zone and back in it goes. Hines trying to throw it in the direction of goal. Now Jaramillo puts a backhand through the paint. Beretta didn't have it tracked well enough, but it stays out of the net. And the Tigers quickly able to clear it out of danger. Peters whiffs on the clearing attempt there in the right circle. As here's Colin Hines. Go to the far side for Jaramillo. Tries to shake out of the check there. Nathan Smith stepping up for the Tigers. Now Hines trying to win the puck in the right circle. Backhanded around the boards. Jaramillo in pursuit to the near side. Players continuing to dig out on the left side boards. Kept in the zone, and now it's out. Robert Brogan trying to keep it in, but it slips off his stick, and here's Aaron King. He scored the last time these two teams met. As he throws that off the boards, goes off the side of the net, and will be taken in by Robillard. He'll put it around the boards. Robillard gets it back after it pinballs off a couple sticks. Robillard will continue to push it up. Now he loses the puck as he goes for the hit there on Kyle Tracy. On the near side, they continue to contest forward as it comes back into the Raider end. Shots officially 3-0 in favor of the Red Raiders. So we approach 13:35 to go in the first half, and still no score. Ryan Johnson for the Red Raiders on the near side, making his way into the zone. Lost the handle on it. And now Dylan Lockin on the right side gets the shot off and hits the side of the net. Raiders will clear it, and Ryan Johnson of the Tigers puts the shot on goal. And that's patted away by McCrillis. Here's Ryan Johnson for the Raiders, who will drop it off for Max Bolak. Peter Stevens takes a shot, and it goes off the leg of the Tigers' Johnson. As the Raiders' Johnson, looking to dig that out, comes past him, past the stick of Bolak. Out to Tigers' Johnson. Thrown up ice to the far side for Dunn, and the shot there by Ryan Lockin is stopped by McCrillis. Wyatt Peters in the left wing corner, looking to retrieve that. And LeBlanc looking to move that along. As it comes around the boards to the near side. Here's Tigers Johnson with the shot. That That goes just a bit wide. Another centering feed for Dunn, goes through his legs. Back for Tigers, Johnson, who dumps it in, as the Tigers had to tag up there, delayed offside. Peter Stevens on the near side. Here's Riley LeBlanc, throws it in to the right wing corner. A couple fresh legs come out on the ice for the Red Raiders. On the far side, that pass will be intercepted by Pruno. Tries to get a quick shot off there, but that was blocked by Evan Picos. Tigers trying to make their way up ice on the near side. Derek Peterson is going to be called for offside. And we went quite a few minutes without a whistle there, didn't we? So finally stoppage play with 11:39 to go in the first half of play. No score, shots 3-1 in favor of the Red Raiders. Both coaches of these respective teams, graduates of Fitchburg State. Kevin Lizotte for the Tigers and Steve Lowney for the Red Raiders. Both former Falcon hockey players, both played 4 years for the team, but they just missed each other. Lowney graduated in 1994, and Lizotte graduated from St. Bernard's the following year. Our first penalty of the game, and that's going to go against Littleton Bromfield. Going to the penalty box there is Dylan Locken. That's his 10th penalty of the season. Leads the team in that respect. One stat he doesn't want to lead his team in. Was trying to rush down ice on a shorthanded chance was Kyle Tracy. Raiders speed wins out there.
2-minute minor for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 11:01 of the first half. That was Dylan Locken, 2 minutes for cross-checking at 11:01.
A shot that whistled just wide of the cage, and another shot from the right side, scores! Raiders keep the play up, and 29 seconds into the power play, they have the first strike. So quickly developed there. Like Max Bolak was able to get the finish on the loose puck on the right side. 11 minutes to go in the first half. The Raiders have the opening score in this contest. We'll have a whistle here as they battled for it in the neutral zone. Raiders came in today 7 for 33 on the power play. And they'll have their 8th power play goal of the season with that. As Robillard throws around the boards on the far side. Puck comes out of the zone. Tigers will look to bring it in. Here's Sam Dunn on the right side. Bodied into the boards. McNulty with a touch on. And here's Sam Jaramillo. Will feed Cooper Hall. Hall takes a shot. Goes off the leg of Ryan Johnson in front.
Assisted by number 20, Colin Hines. And number 22, Sam Jaramillo. Time of that power play goal, 11 minutes, 30 seconds of the first half. That was Bolak assisted by Hines and Jaramillo. Power play goal at 11:30.
Max Bolak's 12th goal of the season. Is that one thrown in the paint, pinballs up there. And just nudged barely out of the zone. Quick push there from Derek Peterson. Now trying to center across there is Kelleher. That goes off a skate of a Red Raider defenseman. Picos with the pass on the right side boards. Leading to his recipient after a touch, and now in front. Peterson shoots and scores! Derek Peterson, the senior, at close range with his 4th goal of the season, ties it for the Tigers. Just a minute 18 seconds after the Raiders got on the board. The puck made its way to Peterson, pretty deep in the slot. He was able to quickly snap one off to put it past McCrillis and tie this game. Now another loose puck squirting through the slot. And Ryan Johnson of the Tigers with a chance there. And McCrillis just gets a piece of it. Robillard goes around.
Assisted by number 47, Evan Picos. Time to go 12:48 of the first half. That was Derek Peterson, assisted by Picos at 12:48.
They'll bring Picos up to 5 points on the season, 2 goals and 3 assists for the freshman defenseman. Derek Peterson, one of the captains of this Tiger team, getting his 4th goal of the campaign. And a lot of pushing and shoving in front of the Raider bench. And we'll have a stoppage play at 8:48 to go in the first half. 1-1 the score. Draw will come outside of the Tigers end. Littleton Bromfield will win that draw, throw it off the boards for Dylan Locken. Locken on the left side. Has that knocked off his stick. The battle for it. Tracy with the shot, saved by McCrillis. Rebound thrown behind the net by Rogan. Into the right wing corner. There's Locken. Bad angle chance, trying to find that sliver of space there. But he finds McCrillis' body and throws that through the paint again, and McCrillis got his pads on it to knock that one away. Shot total pretty low in the opening going, just 9 shots on goal between these two teams. As we approach 8 minutes to go in the first half. And we're going to have a penalty here. As a Raider knocked to the ice there illegally. Interference is the call. Raiders just had a power play goal a couple minutes ago. They're going back on the man advantage. And it's Dylan Locken going to the penalty box again. So we mentioned Locken now up to 22 penalty minutes on the season. Littleton Bromfield has been happy to furnish us with complete statistics on the campaign. They're very good at keeping track of all what their players have done. Obviously, that's one stat. As we mentioned, Dylan Locken does not want to be leading, and he's put his team down a man again. As there's a cross-ice feed for Hines. Wrong side of the stick.
2-minute minus for interference. 10-minute penalty, 14:31 in the first half. That was Dylan Locken, 2 minutes for interference at 14:31.
So we just passed 15 minutes gone in this contest. 1-1 the score, but the Raiders on their second power play of the game. There's another shot blockered away by Luke Beretta. Now Hines tries to get a shot, blocked in front. Aaron King laying out there. Drop pass for Hines, he wasn't quite there. And strong play by the Tigers to push it out of the zone. That was by King, the other senior captain. LeBlanc whiffs on the clearing attempt on the pass down ice, and will be dumped in by Derek Peterson. Tigers looking to just be ready defensively. Here's Cooper Hall into the zone. Hall into the left wing corner. Throws it into the slot. Can't contain it. Here's Hall again. Puts it across. Bad angle shot. It's going to be stopped by Beretta. And it's going to be cleared down the length of the ice. 20 seconds to go on the power play for the Red Raiders. Score tied at 1. Here's Hines again. Able to drop that off. Jaramillo. That one goes through the legs of Bolak, and a 2-on-1 developing for the Tigers as McNulty carries it up ice. Loses the handle on the puck as Locken comes out of the box. The Tigers back to full strength. Dylan Locken immediately getting back in the play there. As Hines will take it, throw it down the ice. We'll have our first icing call of the game. We'll bring it down to one side of McCrillis with 5:41 to go in the first half. Littleton Bromfield 1, Fitchburg Monty Tech 1. These teams each have a couple more games left on their schedule after today. Littleton Bromfield will be playing Lunenburg Air Shirley on Wednesday before closing their regular season on Friday against North Middlesex. As the Raiders trying to make their way down ice. But a pass for Broussard. Couldn't contain it. Couldn't do much with it. Puck comes out of the zone. Broussard at the red line in front of his bench, trying to play it along. McNulty with the stick there for the Tigers. Now Ryan Locken throwing it across ice, taken by Pruno. Tigers battling for it there on the far side. Now brought into the zone again. There's a shot save. Rebound goes behind the net there. That was Broussard with the opportunities for the Red Raiders. Shot 7-5 now in favor of Fitchburg Monty Tech. The score level at a goal apiece. Tyler Coro. Pass up at the far side. There's McNulty. Lost it for a moment. Now he'll come off for a change. That's going to deflect off a Tiger stick off a body on the bench. Now bring a stoppage play. The Raiders themselves have 2 more games after today. Both games that were not, of course, going to be on the schedule until things changed a little bit. On Monday, they'll be playing Leominster, 1:30 start here from the Civic Center. And then on Friday, what we believe will be the season finale, they'll be taking on Groton Dunstable at 11:30 a.m. Game just added, I believe, in the last 24 hours. Trying to make sure everyone gets all the games in that they want to get in. And the Red Raiders have been more than happy to help other teams get those games in. On the near side, Kyle Tracy trying to push it into the zone. Ryan LeBlanc will squeeze him off the puck. So here's Bolak going in front of his own net. Pushes up for Ryan Johnson. Johnson trying to self-pass there. Nathan Smith says, I'll have that, thank you. Pushes it along for Dylan Locken, who'll throw it around the boards. Peter Stevens gets there first for the Raiders. Here's Bolak, tries to self-pass, and that doesn't work there either. And the Tigers knocking it back into the Raider end. 200 seconds to go in the first half. Tied at 1. Bolak for the Red Raiders and Peterson for the Tigers. Puck comes up to the neutral zone. Tigers playing a little bit of keep away as Kelleher on the right side to the circle, drops it. King tries to get the shot off, can't get much on it. Second chance, rises above the net. And now trying to hit the rebound there was Peterson. But McCrillis able to track it well and get back there in time to make the stop. As we mentioned, these two teams have already played twice this season. 3-1 the first time out. That was back on January 9th. Colin Hines, Jacob Pruno, and Cooper Hall had the goals for the Raiders. Dylan Locken had the lone goal for the Tigers. These teams battle for it deep in the Raider end. Raiders will bring it out of the zone. And William Murphy with that pass. There's a shot, goes just wide to the left. Taken from the left side. Murphy trying to throw it in the direction of goal. Heavily contested on the way. McNulty backhands it into the corner. Dunn was in pursuit. Now left point, shot saved by McCrillis. Through a bunch of legs, but McCrillis shuts the 5-hole. Shots now 7 apiece. Stretch pass, Hines gets a touch on it. Eventually able to settle it down. Looks to center for Jaramillo, out of his reach. Robillard blasts, goes wide to the left. Rogan will look to play it on the left half boards and throw it around for Hall. Hall behind the net. Jaramillo there as well. He's bodied into the boards. Near side Littleton able to push it to the center circle where Robillard will retrieve and try to throw a 90-footer on goal. Just misses to the left. And the Tigers will change lines as Brogan takes it back in the neutral zone. William Murphy trying to move it along for the Tigers. Clearing attempt out of zone on the near half boards in the Red Raider end, unsuccessful on the first try. They're going to go around the boards to the far side, try their luck on that side. The puck will come out of the zone as Ryan Johnson of the Tigers will dump it back in with 70 seconds to go in the first half, tied at 1. Ryan Johnson of the Raiders with the touch on, but taken by the Tigers. Kevin Beretta throws it in. Now we tick under 60 seconds to go in the first. So here's a 3-on-2 developing for the Red Raiders. Riley LeBlanc up the right side boards. Wanted to feed Bolak there in the circle. But a couple Tigers getting in the way there. Littleton Bromfield's done well getting back defensively and clogging the lanes in the slot. They've set up great presence there. And it's prevented the Red Raiders from doing as much as they would like, as icing will be called against the Tigers. 33.8 to go in the first half. So as it stands right now for the Red Raiders, they're going to have a 14-game season. They're only promised 10, but to get 14 games is something they'll be very happy to take away with all the circumstances as they are. And there are going to be very few teams in all of Massachusetts who will be able to say, we were able to get 14 games in this season. The Tigers got their promised 10 in themselves as that's thrown in from the blue line and patted away by Beretta. This is the Tigers' 11th game of this campaign, icing against Littleton Bromfield. And this is the Red Raiders' 12th game. Both the Tigers and the Red Raiders have done very well in regards of keeping the virus away. And the reward is bonus games. Puck will make its way to the far corner. There's battle for in the left circle on the draw. We'll come back out to the Tigers, and Peterson will just protect the puck at the red line as the buzzer sounds to bring us to the end of the first half of play between Littleton Bromfield and Fitchburg Monty Tech, where we have a 1-1 scoreline.
The Raiders had 8 and the Tigers had 7.
As Jim LaPointe announces, the shot on goal battle, not as high as you'd really expect, I would say. I think in comparison, the Red Raiders got 39 shots on Aiden LeDuc the first time out and then 38 on him the second time out. But they've only been able to get 8 shots on goal on Littleton Bromfield in this first half of play. So well off the pace from last time. And that's really the challenge when you play a team for the third time, is the two teams, having played each other so much, have gotten the opportunity to figure out each other's styles and adjust their strategies accordingly. So the Red Raiders not having as much success in terms of getting shots towards the freshman keeper in Luke Beretta. But they do have a goal on the board from the power play from Max Bolak. And Littleton Bromfield, they were able to get that equalizer from Derek Peterson not that long after. Only a minute 18 seconds after the Raiders got the first strike, where the Tigers able to strike with their co-captain Peterson getting his 4th goal of the season. So we're going to take a break here as we'll make some ice. 1-1 the score through 22.5 minutes of play. We'll be back with the second half for you here on Hockey Night in Fitchburg on FATV. Back here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University. Hockey Night in Fitchburg rolling on here on FATV. Third meeting of the season between the Littleton Bromfield Tigers and the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders, tied at 1 through 22.5 minutes of play. Daniel Bolak here with you, along with our fine FATV crew. Robin Como directing, Travis Falcon, the truck doing audio, and all the other intangibles that he brings to FATV. Matt Murdoka and Nate Glennie on camera today. Thank them all. Shots in the first half were pretty low compared to what we were expecting. Just 8 to 7 in favor of the Red Raiders. 7 saves for the freshman Luke Beretta in goal for Littleton Bromfield, and 6 saves for Spencer McCrillis on the other end for the Red Raiders. So we start the second half of play. Raiders going right to left in the crimson uniforms with white numbering and trim. Littleton Bromfield in the home white uniforms, gold numbers, gold and blue stripes going left to right in the contest. So here's Aaron King trying to poke that out, throws it to the top of the paint where Peter Stevens is waiting there for the Raiders. Put it around the boards. Ryan Johnson will try to dig that out for the Raiders. It's Derek Peterson, the goal scorer for the Tigers, right behind him in pursuit. Along the boards, far side, Max Bolak trying to make his way up ice. Evan Picos trying to squeeze him off there in the right wing corner. Raiders will intercept that pass. Johnson will throw it back along the boards. Bolak waiting for it there. But these Tigers don't hesitate to pressure the puck handler, whoever it may be. They're right there ready to meet the challenge, come whatever may. It's probably been making things a little more difficult for the Red Raiders. Pass up on the far side for Tim Kelleher. Stevens tries to close him off. It's the pass sent across the slot, but nobody there in white. And Colin Hines will nudge it along into the Tiger end. Here's Kyle Tracy on the far side. Gaining the zone, gets a backhand chance off, and that's stopped by McCrillis. He'll hold for a draw. 20:46 to go in the game. And now the shots level at 8 apiece. We want to send our best wishes to Sean Sweeney, class of 1995 at Fitchburg High School. The Sentinel and Enterprise, the Bay State Soccer Sentinel, just got out of the ICU. He had open heart surgery down in Boston, and we're wishing him all the best. He's a good friend of ours here at FATV at Fitchburg High School. And I look forward to seeing him back on the beat. Icing against the Raiders, and the draw will come to the left of McCrillis. Tracy to take the draw for the Tigers. He'll win the draw to Ryan Johnson of the Tigers. Puts the shot in the direction of goal. Off the bounce, Dylan Lockin trying to move it along. The Raiders will take it and throw it all the way down the length of the ice, all the way on goal to Luke Beretta, and he has to cover that up. We mentioned the Beretta siblings, Kevin and Luke, for Littleton Bromfield. And although there are no obvious siblings on the Red Raiders, there is another good example that I'll have for you in a moment on the next draw. Try to move this along. Max Bolak with a touch around the board from the far side, taken by the Tigers. Stretch pass up ice, goes through the legs of Peters. But that's going to go for icing. Would have been pretty close in a no-touch, in a hybrid icing world, but in a no-touch world, that goes to the Raiders. Yeah, Colin Hines, his brother Cam actually plays for Oakmont. Those paths crossed a couple of days ago. Colin from Westminster, a student at Monty Tech, so he plays for the Fitchburg Monty Tech side. As in front, Bolak with a great chance deep in the slot, but the save made by Beretta. Bolak trying to take it again in the right wing corner. Pressured from behind, but still able to maintain the puck. Tried to float it into the slot. Was waiting for Johnson out front there, but the puck couldn't make its way to him. On the left side, Tyler Edwards battling there with Stevens. Now there's a good chance for Littleton Bromfield. Just couldn't get the shot away. And now they do get a shot away from distance. But I don't think that made it all the way through. Just trying to wait out McCrillis there on that last try. But he was moving to the side with him. By the time there was that brief opening there, couldn't really get anything out of it. The offside's called against the Tigers. Yet what we've learned, Colin, his dad, Pat, he played high school hockey for Oakmont and for Cushing Academy. Also played collegiately with the Continentals of Hamilton College and the Falcons of Fitchburg State. His dad, Joseph, also played high school hockey for Leominster. 3 generations of Hineses. We think Bernadette Hines the grandmother of Colin, who wrote in with that lovely information a couple of days ago. And we thank everyone who writes in and gives us kind wishes and helpful information. We got a really nice email from Aiden LeDuc's mom a few weeks ago. And we thank everyone who writes in. I mean, we greatly appreciate it. It's some great information to have, and also it's great to see the impact that we're having. As here's a breakaway here for Tim Kelleher. Can't get the shot off. Some big pressure there from behind there by Brogan. Kelleher just took too long, really. Let's see what we have here. I mean, he took too long, but the question here now is, was Brogan's contact legal? Curious to see how they're calling this. They've got the captains over, Aaron King and Max Bolak, talking about what's to come of this. Brogan is in the penalty box. I tell you, Kelleher skated right over to the center circle, right to the dot, ready for a penalty shot. I think he would very much like a penalty shot, but instead it looks like he's going to get a penalty as well. He's not terribly pleased. It was really strange how that all developed. We'll look forward to Jim announcing the penalties there. As Brogan and Kelleher will exchange stories in the penalty box for the next 2 minutes or more. So we'll stay 5-a-side. McCrillis with the blocker save. Puck trying to make its way side of the net, and they score! Loose right out there, and the Tigers pounce to take their first lead of the night. So 13 seconds after the penalties, Littleton Bromfield gets what they were looking for out of all of that. They get a goal to take the lead. There's a quick blast there from Aaron King. McCrillis will stop that and settle that down.
Penalty was on number 15, Robert Brogan, 2-minute minor for hooking. Tiger penalty was on number 20, Tim Kelleher, 2-minute minor for goaltender interference. Time of the penalty is 4 minutes and 2 seconds of the second half. Brogan for hooking, Kelleher interference. Both penalties were at 4:02. The second Tiger goal was by number 7, Aaron King, assisted by number 44, Ryan Larkin. Time of that goal was 4 minutes, 15 seconds of the second half. Again, that second goal was by Aaron King, assisted by Ryan Larkin at 4:15.
The fourth goal of the season for Aaron King in his team leading 10th points on the campaign. He's the first Tiger to get to 10 points. Jeremiah lost in his skates, and now the Raiders playing from behind here, down 2-1. This Tiger team. They're going to be going on the power play. McCrillis will be off for the extra attacker now. And as he gets to the bench, they'll get the touch up here. Here, Jim LaPointe instructing Kelleher and Brogan when they can come off. Now, because of the strict capacity limits in the penalty box, Kelleher will serve the rest of his penalty on the bench. Not to be used until the 16:28 mark passes. Raiders will have their third power play of the game. One for two on the man advantage today. Johnson pass up for Hall, just out of his reach. Picos pressured a bit. Max Bolak able to stick that one down, just keeping it below his shoulders to keep it legal. Bolak on the right side, drops it off, backhand chance, hits the side of the net. Goes around to the left wing corner. Bolak retrieves. LeBlanc, Bolak, now LeBlanc shoots, saved by Beretta. And no rebound.
2-minute line for tripping. Time of that penalty, 5:23 of the second half. That was Murphy, 2 minutes for tripping at 5:23.
So a minute 18 to go on the power play. Number 3 for the Red Raiders today. 1 for 2, as we mentioned. So here's Bolak, left circle, throws that across, looking for a one-timer back towards goal. Hops over a stick instead. With Bolak again for LeBlanc. Now to the right side for Johnson. Johnson trying to throw that across. Beretta trying to get on top of that one. Players converging on the paint. Try to take advantage of any loose pucks, but Luke Beretta had that well controlled. 16 minutes to go in the game. 53 on the power play for the Red Raiders. Fitchburg Monty Tech trailing 2-1. For this Littleton Bromfield side, they've already bested twice this season, 3-1 and 6-2. This third timeout's been a lot trickier. Put it right out in front. Hall couldn't get a clean shot away. Had his stick tied up there. Jaramillo on the right side for the Red Raiders for Johnson. Now to the right point for LeBlanc. On for Bolak. He's got some space. It closed up. By the time he got the shot away, that lane closed and it goes off a leg. Raiders able to keep it in the zone for just a brief moment. Aaron King continuing to push along, and there's Peterson as well, the two captains. Peterson with the shot. This is wide of the cage and springboards back to the Littleton blue line. King in the neutral zone. Knocks it back into the Raider end to kill off the rest of the penalty. And all the penalties served now is here's Hall with a shot! That goes off the crossbar! Goes off the iron and lands behind Beretta and stays out of the net. Nearly had the snipe to tie the game there. Beretta thanking his lucky stars. That could have gone disastrously bad. Thrown towards the paint, but kept away by the Tigers. We continue to converge on the slot there. Make it a lot harder for pucks to make its way to their keeper. They've been doing so well in trying to protect their netminder. I mentioned Aiden Leduc was the starter. He hasn't been available the last few games. So they've had to go with Luke Beretta, who started the season as the backup, but just the freshman. He's making his 5th consecutive start. So there's a shot blocked in front there from Ryan Johnson of the Tigers. I can tell you this Littleton Bromfield team definitely doing a lot more to try to protect their goalie and limit the number of shots that a team can get off. It may hurt the offensive numbers a little bit, but defensively, they're trying to support their goalie the best they can. Raiders looking for a tip in front, but it's out of the reach of Bruno and Wiebe. On the right side, Wiebe is able to throw it across. Now Stevens with a shot, goes off the leg of Kelleher. 13:35 to go in the game, 2-1, Littleton Bromfield in front. Lockin looking for a shot. Peter Stevens not going to let him get a clean one off. Behind the net, looking for a centering feed, not much there. Another shot blocked in front. Both of Littleton Bromfield's goals have come from very close range, deep in the slot, deep in between the circles. And the Raiders' goal, honestly, came from not that much farther out either. Draw will come back down to the right of McCrillis. Sitting on 10 saves in this contest. On the near side, Max Bolak, double teamed. Shot thrown in the direction of goal, just goes wide to the left. Sent around to the far side. Two Tigers there trying to dig that out on the half boards. Riley LeBlanc able to win that one. Move it along for Peters. Try to shoot in the direction of goal, looking for a tip from a stick. Didn't get a very good one though. Raiders continue to control left side. The shot there by Ryan Johnson of the Red Raiders, turned aside by Beretta. Tigers will get it out of the zone. Peters tries to settle on his half of the neutral zone. Throws it back along into the Tiger end. McNulty lost his footing, but was able to get the pass off to the red line. Red Raiders dumped right back in. Goes back to the red line, and again, Peter Stevens just knock it back in. Raiders trying to win the puck there. Having trouble doing so. And flipped out of the zone. Stevens. Try to move that along. A lot of players converging forward on the far half boards in the Raider end. 11:40 to go in the game. 2-1, Littleton Bromfield in front. Aaron King getting the go-ahead goal early in this second half. Now 4 players trying to dig that out. Keeping just enough distance to keep the play alive. Aaron King, right side, takes the shot. And that will just barely missed the ceiling by about a foot. And just barely missed and just barely struck the net by a few inches. It struck the top of the boards, but caught a bit of the net. Rippling it just enough to bring a stoppage to play. And there's that shot there by Cooper Hall from earlier. Hits the right side of the iron, but just doesn't take the angle into the net. There's a behind Beretta. There's a couple of circumstances where you can imagine that would just bounce off his back and into the net, or off his pad somewhere and into the net, but it bounces so kindly behind him in such a manner that it doesn't go into the net. As that one sent more clearly into the netting, brings another stop to play. 10:52 to go in the game. The Tigers did not lead in either of their contests against Fitchburg Monty Tech earlier this season. But they're currently leading in this one. The Raiders had the opening goal. The Tigers have had the last 2. That's going to be a penalty. Too much holding and obstruction there. And the hook will be indicated to put the Raiders back on the power play. They'll go on the man advantage for the 4th time today. And Kyle Tracy's the guilty party. Penalty minutes on the day for the Tigers. Compared to just the 2 the Raiders have picked up, and that was canceled out as well. Quickly thrown down the ice by the Tigers, and Riley LeBlanc picked that up.
2-minute minor for hooking. Time of that penalty, 11:55 in the second half.
Cooper Hall tried to hit the short side there.
2 minutes.
That's stopped by Beretta.
11:55.
Out of the point. LeBlanc having a lot of trouble keeping that going. Derek Peterson stepping up there. Now a race for the puck. LeBlanc will get there first. Had to use a lot of his legs to just beat out Peterson. Littleton Bromfield happy with that. That will take some time off the advantage as Bolak regains the zone. Now pushed into the boards, and he is slow to get up. Pushed with a lot of force in the midsection, from what I could see. Looks like he actually took a stinger up high. Trainer coming off the bench there from the Littleton Bromfield side. We'll hope Max is all right. Players will show their support. So we'll have a look at the replay here to see, get a better look at what happened here. Contact there. Oh, you can see the stick there of Kevin Beretta just getting up into his neck there. That's what happened. That cannot be pleasant at all. So appreciative we were able to get that replay and get a better look at what happened. Still 45 seconds to go on the power play as the Tigers able to clear it down the ice. McQuillis will settle it for LeBlanc. Pushed up ice, Jaramillo protects the red line. Ryan Johnson just took a spill there, but now Jaramillo. Right side, thrown to the slot. Can't find Cooper Hall though. That finds the skates of a Tiger and cleared again. 15 to go on the power play. Raiders going to try to quickly reset and regroup. And they're not going to be able to regain the zone before the penalty expires to Tracy. He comes out of the box. Back to full strength go the Tigers. 8:25 to go in this contest. Littleton Bromfield with that 2-1 lead. Sent across through the paint for Kelleher. Battling up there. Here's Hines. Larkin trying to backhand it around the boards. Gets it back. The Red Raiders able to just throw it out of the zone. Tigers getting right back on it. Take a quick shot. That's punched away by McQuillis with such force that he lost his stick. Raiders able to get it back to him. There's Johnson. Gets the shot. That's thrown aside. Thrown back in by the Tigers. Johnson can't get the touch on it. And the other Johnson will go and tag that up. We'll get a draw to the left side of McQuillis. 7:26 to go in the game. 2-1. Littleton Bromfield in front. Aaron King with the go-ahead goal. 4:15 into the frame. Derek Peterson has the other goal for Littleton Bromfield. Max Bolak, the lone strike on the power play for the Red Raiders. Ryan Johnson with a shot in front. Now another chance. And sticked away by McQuillis. McNulty with the gold tape on the blade of the stick. Trying to move that along for Littleton Bromfield. Come to the near side. Trying to push that out of the zone. The Tigers are playing a very physical game too, and made very clear by that illegal hit, which will put the Red Raiders back on the power play unless they tie it here. Weeby and Pruno trying to get a touch on, thrown through the slot, but only Tigers there, and there's the touch-up. And power play number 5 will come for the Red Raiders with 6:42 to go in the game. Ryan Larkin will go to the box for that hit. And when you see the penalty go on the board, you'll see nothing but bad news for Littleton Bromfield. That was boarding, and that's an automatic 5 minutes. And so now the Raiders, 5 minutes of power play time to get back in this game or more. LeBlanc on the right side, lost the handle. The Tigers will look to push up. See Bolak back on the ice now for the Red Raiders. They regain the zone, but Aaron King quickly flips it out.
34, Ryan Larkin, 5-minute major for boarding. Time of the penalty, 15:48 of the second half. That was Ryan Larkin, 5 minutes for boarding, 15:48.
Offsides against the Raiders on the over and back. As I mentioned, Littleton Bromfield has been playing a pretty aggressive game today in regards to the physicality, but they've racked up 15 penalty minutes. The Raiders, trailing by 2-1, would like to make the Tigers pay for their indiscipline. Right now, they're just having trouble regaining the zone. A minute's gone on this major. Now Ryan Johnson regains it, tries to make the nifty move. The Tigers stand strong and send it all the way down. McCrillis will paddle along for Riley LeBlanc. 3:45 to go in the major. 5:25 to go in the game. And again, another failed zone entry. They can't really sustain pressure right now. The Tigers playing a more defensive game, playing a more physical game, and it's really not compatible with what the Raiders play. Here's LeBlanc. It's Jaramillo. Now he finds LeBlanc. There to take the shot. Said the wrong name twice in that last exchange, but it's going to be right eventually. Heinz Jaramillo, with those numbers in the 20s, will cross you up sometimes. There's Bolak, top of the right circle, gets the shot off, saved by Beretta. Now Cooper Hall on the left side, drops it off. Bolak in the corner, back for Hall on the left half boards. Thrown across, off the boards. 4.5 to go in the game. The Tigers take it. They get out of the zone. Bolak tried to keep it in, but hopped over his stick and on the wrong side of the blue. Another tag up required. Now the Raiders regain. Bolak using his speed, throws it through the paint, was looking for Hall, ends up going to the points instead. As Heinz takes a shot, bounces along as it was blocked. Bolak tries to shoot through traffic, but misses the net, goes to the right side where Heinz will take it. In the corner, tries to center, one-timer, locked in front. See how all those bodies that get out there for the Tigers. Makes things so much more challenging. 2 minutes to go on the major. Jaramillo with some speed into the zone. Trying to make them move, as that one gets to the side of the net there for a moment. Scared Beretta. Bolak tried to wind and fire, shook off the hit from Kelleher, got the shot in the end. And that was stopped by Beretta as well. Hit in the slot, but we play on. Incidental contact, they'll rule, that knocked Cooper Hall to the ice. Cleared out of the zone. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the game. And 1:15 to go on the power play for the Red Raiders. Tigers there tying that up in the right wing corner. And that's Dylan Locken there, with his brother in the box for another minute. Here's Ryan Johnson, gets the shot off, save, loose puck on the right side. Nobody can get there quickly enough. Bruno with the shot, and laying out there was Murphy. And this is a two-man breakaway for Littleton Bromfield. He goes the left side, puts it past the net. Nearly disastrous for the Red Raiders. Still 30 seconds to work with on the power play. One of the Tigers took a spill, got back up on his skates, and was able to clear it out of the zone. 20 seconds on the power play, 2 minutes to go in the game. There's Bolak bringing it across on the left side. Wants to create some space. Picos just waving his stick in there. Brogan puts it across. Robillard with the shot. Cut down in front. Trying to jam at it. Trying to jam it. Goal! They score! 2 seconds after the major ran out, the Red Raiders have equalized. It's been taking a lot of dirty work to create goals today. But the Red Raiders just jamming away at Luke Beretta, finally able to make him crack. And with 100 seconds left on the clock, we are tied at 2. And we'll have a timeout here. That was just quite the adventurous play there. You can see the original shot by Robillard knocked down in front. All that digging away just to free the puck. Got it on goal. Beretta makes the initial save. And jamming away at it. Ryan Johnson will claim it. As we said, it takes a lot of dirty work to make goals happen today. All the goals in this contest coming from deep in the zone, deep inside the circles. Just after the penalty expired, the Raiders keeping at it there, able to tie this game at 2. Raiders win the draw. Bolak tries to throw one quickly on goal. Got blocked in front.
Ryan Johnson, assisted by number 22, Sam Jaramillo. Time of that goal, 20:50 of the second half. That was Ryan
now in
Johnson.
Front. Shot goes just wide off the blade of Jaramillo. We go down under 70 seconds to go. Kelleher on the right side. Thrown behind the net for King. Now to the left point, Kevin Beretta. Will throw it along the boards to the right side. Here's Jaramillo. Pops out of the reach of Bolak. Thrown on goal. McCrillis gloves it. Wanted to throw it down to play on, but the puck got stuck in his glove for just long enough that the referee had to blow the whistle. So an offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. With 49.7 seconds left, 2-2 the score. Draw went right to Locken, could not get a clean shot away. Stretch pass for Jaramillo out of his reach. He'll be able to pick it up in front of his own bench on the near side. Pushed in Evan Picos in the left wing corner. Around the boards on the right side. Cooper Hall trying to force the dispossession of Dylan Locken, but he keeps control of it. Locken into the zone, gets the shot off, and McCrillis with the glove stop. With 25.3 seconds left. 10 shots in this half for Littleton Bromfield, 12 shots in this half for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Each team with a goal to show for it. Aaron King early, Ryan Johnson of the Raiders late. But 2-2 the score. Tigers throw it in front. That's out of the reach of everybody, and it's going to go all the way down into the Tigers' end. And Cooper Hall's going to be able to take it away. Hall with a few seconds tries to find LeBlanc, tied up there and thrown across. The buzzer sounds to bring an end to the game. And so ultimately, the Raiders unable to beat the Tigers 3 times in one season, as they're going to have to settle for a 2-2 draw in the third meeting. but really impressed with how the Tigers played in the second half. Just the physicality and doing everything to protect their keeper. They were able to get that goal through that hard, greasy work. One thing I would have liked to have seen a little less out of them was taking penalties, especially that major power play that set the seeds for the end of this game. But ultimately, the Raiders able to get that equalizer with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to bring us to our final score of 2-2.
For a game total of 20, Tigers had 10 for a game total of 17. And your final score here from the Wallace Civic Center: the Littleton Tigers 2, Fitchburg Red Raiders 2. Here are the 3 stars for the FATV 3 stars for this afternoon's game. The 3rd star goes to center, number 12 for Fitchburg Red Raiders, Max Bolak, with a goal. 2nd star goes to Littleton's number 7, Aaron King, with a goal today. And the 1st star of this afternoon's game goes to Raiders forward number 22, Sam Jaramillo, with 2 assists.
So Sam Jaramillo gets the 1st star as he was the only player in the contest to get multiple points, 2 assists. And Aaron King with the 2nd goal for Littleton Bromfield, the 2nd star, and Max Bolak gets the 3rd star for the opening goal in this contest and coming back from that injury to the neck there. So again, final shots 20-17 in favor of Fitchburg Monty Tech. 18 saves for Luke Beretta. He picks up his first varsity tie of his career. And Spencer McCrillis picks up his 2nd tie of the season. Interestingly enough, the other tie came when the Raiders gave up a late goal in the last 2 minutes. So only fair they're able to inflict the same type of pain on another team. A late goal there to turn what Littleton Bromfield thought could be very much a win into a tie. See our crew here today: Robin Como directing, Travis Falk doing the technical work and the replays, Matt Murdoka and Nate Glennie, our camera operators today, giving us the pretty pictures that we all love to see. And our FATV underwriters who help make all our remote productions possible: Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, UMass Memorial Health Alliance, Clinton Hospital, North End Subaru, Research Results, Unitil, Minuteman Press, Hub International, Mark, Fitchburg State University, and the Sentinel and Enterprise. We thank them for all the support they give us. Littleton Bromfield's next game Wednesday the 17th. They take on Lunenburg Air Shirley at 1:30, assuming weather doesn't throw a wrench into that. Fitchburg Monty Tech will be taking on Leominster for the 2nd time. It's going to be Leominster week again. Monday the 15th, 1:30 starts here from the Civic Center. We'll have coverage of that. And we'll also have pod playoffs in boys and girls basketball. Fitchburg High against Leominster High this week. Oh, Leominster week revived. It's going to be a fun one. You're not going to want to miss anything. But that's going to be it here from the Wallace Civic Center. Final score here on Hockey Night in Fitchburg: Littleton Bromfield 2, Fitchburg Monty Tech 2. For everyone here at FATV, I'm Daniel Bolak saying thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time. And until then, so long from Fitchburg.